Today we will learn about circumference and area of the circle and semicircle. We know that the total length of the boundary of a closed figure is called its perimeter. In the context of a circle, we call it a circumference. That is, the length of the boundary of a circle is called its circumference. We denote it as C. Let us perform an interesting activity to know how to find the circumference of a circle. Take a cardboard. On this, draw a circle of radius 3.5 cm. Cut the drawn circle. Can you tell how we can find out length of the boundary of the circle, that is its circumference? Think. Of course, ruler cannot be used here because ruler is used to measure the length of a straight line. Since the boundary of the circle is curved, we cannot find the length of its boundary with the ruler. To find the length of the boundary of the circle, mark a point on the boundary and place a thread on this point and move it along the edge of the circle. The length of the thread required to reach the starting point, that is, to make a complete round, gives us the idea of circumference of the circle. In this case, the circumference of circle is 22 cm. There is an interesting relationship between the diameter and the circumference of the circle. If we find the ratio of the circumference of any circle to its diameter, then in each case it is 22/7. This ratio is constant, which is represented by pi. In decimal, pi is 22/7 is approximately equal to 3.14, which shows that the circumference of the circle is more than 3 times the diameter. If we represent the circumference by c, the diameter as d, then pi is equal to c by d. This gives us the formula to find the circumference of circle. C is equal to pi d. Since the diameter is twice the radius, that is, d is equal to 2r, that's why we can write the same formula as c is equal to 2 pi r. This formula is very useful for finding the circumference of a circle. Like here, the radius of circle is 3.5 cm, so the circumference of circle will be c is equal to 2 multiplied by 22/7 multiplied by 3.5 cm is equal to 22 cm. Now, let's talk about the area of a circle. We know that the surface enclosed by a plane of closed figure is called its area. Let us find the area of this circle by an activity. Suppose we have taken a circle of cardboard. We will consider its radius as r. First, we will divide this circle into 8 equal parts. Now, we will cut these parts and separate it. We will arrange these parts in this way. From this, we will get a shape like a parallelogram. If we divide the circle in 16 equal parts and arrange it in this way, then we will be able to arrange the parallelogram more properly. In this way, the more equal parts, the more appropriate is the parallelogram. If we divide the circle into several equal parts by arranging them, we will get a rectangle. Remember that a rectangle is also a parallelogram. The breadth of this rectangle will be equal to radius r of the circle and the length will be half the circumference of the circle, that is pi r. We can say that area of circle is equal to area of rectangle made. That means here area of circle is equal to length multiplied by breadth is equal to pi r multiplied by r is equal to pi r square. Area of circle is equal to pi r square. From this formula, we can find the area of any circle. For example, by using this formula, we can find the area of a given circle whose radius is 3.5 centimeter. The value of pi is 22 by 7 and the value of r, that is radius, is 3.5 centimeter. By putting these values in this formula, we will get the area of this circle as 38.5 square centimeter. Now, suppose we have to find the circumference and area of the semicircle of the same radius, then how will we do this? Think. Let me tell you, semicircle means half of the entire circle. Therefore, the area of semicircle will be the area of entire circle divided by 2, that is half pi r square. In this way, taking radius r is equal to 3.5 and pi is equal to 22 by 7, we will get the area of this semicircle as 19.25 square centimeter. Similarly, the circumference of the semicircle is half the circumference of the circle. So, the circumference of the semicircle will be pi r. In this way, by taking r is equal to 3.5 and pi is equal to 22 by 7, we will get the circumference of this semicircle as 11 centimeter. Today we have learned the circumference and area of circle and semicircle. In the next video, we will see some examples related to this. Today we will see interesting examples on circumference and area of circle and semicircle. The radius of a circular table is 42 centimeter. Find the circumference and area of the table. For convenience, take pi is equal to 22 by 7. The radius of a circular table is r is equal to 42 centimeter. Since the circumference of a circle is c is equal to 2 pi r, hence the circumference of circular table is 2 multiplied by 22 by 7 multiplied by 42 centimeter is equal to 264 centimeter. Similarly, to find the area of a circle, we will use this formula. Hence, the area of circular table is 22 by 7 multiplied by 42 centimeter multiplied by 42 centimeter is equal to 5544 square centimeter. Let's see the next example. If the radius of a semicircular ground is 35 meter, then find the cost of fencing the boundary of ground at a rate of rupees 75 per meter. The radius of semicircular ground is r is equal to 35 meter. To find the total cost of fencing, we should find the length of the boundary of this ground. That means we have to find the perimeter of this ground. By looking at the figure, we can say that to find the perimeter of this ground, we have to add the circumference and length of the diameter of the semicircle. We know that the circumference of a semicircle is pi r and the diameter is twice the radius 2r. So we can say that the perimeter of semicircular ground is pi r plus 2r. By putting all the values in the formula and simplifying it, we get the perimeter of semicircular ground as 180 meter. Since the cost of fencing is rupees 75 per meter, therefore the total cost of fencing 180 meter will be 180 meter multiplied by rupees 75 per meter is equal to 13,500 rupees. Today we have seen some interesting examples related to circumference and area of circle and semicircle. In the next video, we will see some more examples related to this. Today we will see some more examples related to circumference and area of a circle and semicircle. The circumference of a circular garden is 220 meter. Around the garden, there is a 3-meter wide path. Find the area of a path. For the given information, we can draw a figure like this. The inner circle in the figure represents the boundary of the garden and the outer circle represents the outer boundary of the path. The area between these two circles represents the area of the circular path. We have to find the area of this path. We see that area of the path is included in the area of the outer circle but not included in the area of the inner circle. This means that to find the area of the path, we should subtract the area of the inner circle from the area of the outer circle. So let's start. Let's consider the radius of the inner circle as R1 and radius of outer circle as R2. According to given information, the circumference of the inner circle is 220 meter. Since the circumference of the circle is C is equal to 2 pi r, therefore here 2 pi r1 is equal to 220 meter. So it is 2 multiplied by 22 by 7 multiplied by r1 is equal to 220 meter. By dividing both sides with 2, we get 22 by 7 multiplied by r1 is equal to 110 meter. Similarly, by multiplying both sides with 7 by 22, we will get r1 means radius of the inner circle is equal to 35 meter. Now, can you tell what will be the radius of R2 of the outer circle? Think. Absolutely right. To find out radius of the outer circle, we need to add the width of the part with the radius of the circular garden. That is, radius of outer circle R2, 35 meter plus 3 meter is equal to 38 meter. Since area of circle is pi r square, therefore here the area of inner circle will be pi r1 square and the area of outer circle will be pi r2 square. If we subtract the area of inner circle from the area of outer circle, then we will get the area of desired path. That is, area of path will be pi r2 square minus pi r1 square. Here we can take pi as common. Since the radius of inner circle r1 is equal to 35 meter, radius of outer circle r2 is equal to 38 meter, and the value of pi is 22 by 7. Therefore, we will get the area of path as 688.29 meter square. Next example. The length of one side of square banner is 56 cm. If a semicircle with maximum diameter is cut from this paper, then find the area of the remaining part. A semicircle with maximum diameter in a square is possible only when the length of diameter of the semicircle and the length of the side of the square are equal. Therefore, here the diameter of circle will be d is equal to 56 cm. In this way, the radius r will be half of the diameter, that is 28 cm. We have to find the area of the remaining part of the square paper except the area of the cut semicircle. We can get this by subtracting the area of semicircle from the area of the square. Here, area of a square is length of one side square, which is equal to 3136 square centimeter. Similarly, we get an area of semicircle with a radius of 28 cm as 1232 square centimeter. By cutting the semicircle in this way, the area of remaining part of square will be area of square minus area of semicircle is equal to 3136 square centimeter minus 1232 square centimeter is equal to 1904 square centimeter. Today we have seen some more examples related to circumference and area of circle and semicircle. Circle.